forward sear a steak. I don't know what to call it because we reverse sear it, but this is kind of like the normal way to do it. People sear the steak and then you kind of put it in the oven at the end, or the big green egg like we're going to use today. So I'm going to show you how we would do that. So first, let's start off with seasoning our steak, and I have my trusty Lane's Barbecue brisket rub, which I really like for steaks. So it's pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead and season. So now our steak has been seasoned and is almost ready to go on the grill, and we're going to sear it. But first thing we're going to do is put some oil and butter in the pan. Our pan is super hot, so here we go. Be careful here. I'm gonna put a layer of oil in the pan to coat the bottom, so a pretty good bit of oil. And then we're gonna drop in a couple tablespoons of butter. Hear it sizzling, never a bad thing. And we're gonna put the steak on. Move this butter around a little bit, and in we go. So this is important. We have not closed the lid. We left the lid open because the cast iron pan's on there, and we don't want to bake it. We just want to sear it. So it's been on for about 4 minutes, searing in this oil and butter, and we'll go ahead and turn it over, and you can see what our first side looks like. That's a really nice sear on that side of the steak.
Forward sear.
Forward sear. Really nice forward sear. All right, so it's been 2 minutes on the second side of the steak here, and we're gonna go ahead and pull our skillet off. Wow! Didn't get a good grip there. I can't keep it real. That scared me a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my grates on my indirect heat set up. Go ahead and probe this thing since we're here. 104 degrees. So we'll let it roll for a few minutes here with my indirect set up. I'm always prepared. Just like this. Pick this up. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna take this out of the pan because the pan is very hot and we don't want to overdo it. So we're gonna go indirect right on the grate here. And ooh, that side looks amazing. Go ahead and do my probe. Yeah, and it's still a nice rare 100 degrees in the middle. So we're gonna let it cook off on the big green egg with indirect heat until it comes up to a good medium rare, and we'll pull it off and slice. So now that it's been on for about 5 minutes cooking indirect, it looks like it's about done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off. We'll rest it and slice it. But take a look, it's looking pretty good. Great. So I think this steak looks really good. It's rested and I'm ready to cut into it. So let's see how this thing looks. All right, so here we go. Our forward seared steak. All right, so one of the things that I love about searing a steak in a cast iron pan is look at like the nice just crust that it makes on the outside of the steak. So, and then we're still here like nice and medium rare in the middle. This is gonna be a really good steak, and it was easy and fast. The whole process was 7 or 8 minutes or something like that.
Faster than a reverse sear.
Definitely faster than a reverse sear steak. And we forward seared it, so it makes sense. We're living for the future. And searingforward.com. Time for a taste test. Nay. I'm losing it. Here we go. All right, time for a taste test. Let's see how this thing turned out. Yeah. This might be my favorite way to cook a steak. I love the sear from the cast iron pan, but it's still nice and medium rare on the middle. This is exactly how I want a steak. Crispy, but still tender. I love it. I love it.